Hi children, welcome to the English class again. Pleasant day to all of you. I start the lesson by triggering your mind, asking few questions, right? Before I could begin this lesson, regarding this lesson, I ask you one or two questions, right? Do you all have dreams? Do you dream while sleeping? Some are saying yes. Some are saying no, yes we are having, yes ma'am we have so many dreams, yes. If I ask you, you will have so many stories to tell about your experiences of dreaming, right children? Yes. Okay, fine. We all of us, naturally, we all of us have dreams, right? Then the next one, you imagine just you are sleeping at home, you are having nice deep sleep, and suddenly after getting up, you are in the forest. What will be your feeling, children? Tell me. How will you feel? You will be scared, right? You will be scared and you will be frightened. Okay? Yes. Now I am going to start the story now. And this is the fascinating and fantasy, right? And mysterious story that what I am going to tell you all now. The name of the lesson is Rip Van Winkle. What is that? Rip Van Winkle. Yes. Shall we start? Rip Van Winkle's story was written by Washington Irving. So, Washington Irving was an American short story writer, essayist, biographer and historian. Okay? He is known for his short stories, Rip Van Winkle and the Legend of Sleepy Hollow. Okay, he writes a lot of stories like mysterious and fantasy stories, right? Then now the story starts. Many years ago, at the Foothill Catskill Mountains was a village. Okay, the village. Where was the village? It was the Catskill Mountain, and below the lower part of the mountain there was a beautiful village. There lived a man, Rip Van Winkle, right? There he lived and he was liked by the villagers. Why? Because, and he's a good-natured man, good-natured fellow, and he helps people in all the way. He goes forward and helps people. And children also like him so much. You know why? Because he taught them some stories and taught them to fly kites and so many things. Okay, so children also normally, when we are good to our children, and children also show their love as a response, right? So children just blocked him. Children also loved him very much. Okay, then what happened? The only problem with the Rip Van Winkle was he was very lazy, right? Now already we have seen one lesson regarding this laziness, right children? Do you remember that? The lazy frog, yes. So like that, the lazy frog, Rip Van Winkle also is very lazy. Of course, he helps people and he is very good towards the children. He loves children as response, they too love him. But the only one drawback and only one disadvantage of Rip Van Winkle is he was very lazy. So therefore, what happens, doesn't go to his house, right? He doesn't go there. Therefore, his house was around, there was fence around his house, so started falling, and the cow what he had at home just went astray from his house. Okay, then weeds and grasses started growing in the house, right? So it happens like that. To avoid working at home or in the village, what happens? He always just go to the forest and stay there for some time. So normally it is happening like that. Okay. Then his only companion, constant companion, was a dog named as Wolf. Okay, there was a dog. Always he will take the dog with him. Okay, what happened? I told you all before, to avoid working, he goes to the forest. Okay, it happened that day, he took the dog with him and went to the forest. So, to climb the mountain, we have to walk walk, okay, we have to walk far. So he climbed, and so therefore he was very tired of climbing. When he reached, it was late evening, he has to return back, and he thought to himself, it will be very difficult to return back. Therefore he was tired, right? He was tired, he couldn't return, so therefore he thought of staying there for some time. So what happened, since he was very tired, started daydreaming. Do you all dream during the day? Do you all dream? Yes, I know. Some children, no, they'll be taking, their teachers will be taking class, teacher will be taking class, and they physically they'll be present and mentally they'll be absent, right? Do you all have that experience? They'll be looking at the teacher, and the teacher also will think, okay, the boy and girls, they are listening, and so curiously they are listening and carefully they are listening, like that the teacher will think. But what you will do? You will be present physically and absent mentally. You will be daydreaming, okay, what mother will do after class, where shall I go? So like that will be your thinking, right? Yes, children, the Rip and Winkle also started dreaming during the day. So once he got up from the dream, once he realized that he was there, he heard a noise calling him, Rip and Winkle, Rip and Winkle, okay. See, look at him. He heard a voice calling out, Rip and Winkle, right? So he heard the voice, and suddenly after getting up, he heard the sound. He was scared, and he looked at that place. There was a man, short old man was there with long grizzled beard, and it was very short. By looking at him, he was a little bit scared, okay. Rip and Winkle was scared. Then that man was carrying a barrel. What is the meaning of barrel? Barrel is a wood container which consists of something like we have at home, right? We have oil container and sugar container, right? Whichever consists of something is called as container. He was carrying a wood container barrel, and it was very heavy, couldn't carry. That short man was not able to carry that. So he called Rip and Winkle by making some sign. He called. So Rip and Winkle, normally he is a person who goes forward and help people. And someone is struggling there. He just went fast and started carrying that barrel, right? He was carrying and went a little forward, and there were many people like that short man. Many were standing there, okay. By looking at them, he was little more scared.